With Explore1, we are going to be jumping back and forth a bit, so you will want to be listening very close to the directions. And if you get stuck, please pause and go back to figure out where I'm at. Let's start by opening up the Explore1 Google form. It'll start by asking you what your first and last name is. Where do you get your hair color from? Where do you get your eye color from? And do you look exactly like your mom? Now that we've completed these questions, let's jump into the Explore. So go back to the Google Slides. The directions will be a little bit different. It says your teacher will give you 4 cups with pieces of construction paper in them and 2 cups that are empty. The cups represent Grandpa A, Grandpa B, and Grandma A, and the mother and father in a family of elves. The construction paper represents the trait of each elf. Color the squares beside each elf on the next page to represent the traits of each grandparent. So let's go to slide 6. We're going to drag all of these traits, so all of the blues, to Grandpa A. Then we're going to drag all of the oranges to Grandma A. It does not need to be perfect. So we've got our 6 traits from Grandpa. Then we're going to repeat this. The orange goes to Grandma A. The purple goes to Grandpa B. And the yellow goes to Grandma B. So take some time, drag and drop all the squares. I'm going to pause here. You should do the same. Unpause when yours are ready to go. Now that yours are all ready to go, you've got Grandpa, Grandma, Grandpa, Grandma. We're going to be giving the mother and father the traits. We know that people get half their traits from their dad and half their traits from their mom. So I'm going to drag 3 purple, 3 blue to the mother and 3 orange to the mother, because I got half from the mom, Grandma A, and half from the dad, Grandpa A. Six total. Then I'm going to repeat that process for the father. He gets half of his traits from Grandpa, half its traits from Grandma. So he's going to have 3 purple and 3 yellow. Please pause, and when you're ready for the next segment, meaning that you've got all of your boxes where they need to be, unpause. Now that we've done mother, father, and the grandparents, we're going to use a spinner to figure out the traits for Julie, Jim, Jill, and Joe. When we click on the spinner, it's got 4 colors already picked out, but they've got 3 colors already picked out, but it's not the colors I want. So we're going to get rid of their colors, and instead we're going to copy and paste these colors, because we've got 3 blue that can be used, 3 orange that could be used, 3 purple, or 3 yellow. We're going to take away half of them because we only want to figure out what three they're going to get from mom first. So we just want our blue and orange, and we're going to spin 3 times. Oops, I got to click update first. There we go. Blue, 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 orange, orange, orange. So we get blue, orange, blue. And we're going to repeat this process for all 4 kids. So I'm going to click copy, view, and I'm going to give him blue. I guess her, Julie. I'm going to give blue, orange, blue, because that's what my spinner came up with. You're going to repeat this process for Jim, Jill, and Joe. You will not get the same results as me. What you're going to do is spin 3 more times. Spin for Jim, Jill, and Joe. I'm going to spin for Jim, Jill, and Joe as well. So let's both pause the video, spin, come back when you've got those traits. So here's what I got for Julie, Jim, Jill, and Joe. Now we're going to repeat that same process, but instead of blue and orange, it's going to be between purple and yellow. So I'm going to update my spinner, and I'm going to spin 3 times. Purple, purple, purple. So I got 3 purple. So I'm going to drag 3 purples. And we're both going to repeat that process. Oops. We're going to repeat that process for Jim, Jill, and Joe. Again, you are not going to get the same results as me. We're both going to pause, and we're both going to respin. At this point, you should have the squares for Grandpa A, Grandpa B, Grandma B, Mother, Father, and then Julie, Jim, Jill, and Joe. If you're not at that point, pause here and get to that point where your whole slide 6 is filled in. If you are at that point, you're going to go back to the Google form. On the Google form, we've got 3 questions to answer. Did all 4 children inherit the exact same traits? Explain. So do all 4 of my children have the exact same colors and same number of colors? Yes or no? Explain. If 2 of the children have the exact same traits, will they look exactly alike? So if Julie and Jim had the same traits, these 6, would they look exactly alike? Yes, no, explain. Then, would any of these children, look exactly like their mother or their father? Yes, no, explain. When you're done, hit submit. There will be some answers to look at. I would recommend going over them to make sure that you got the right ideas. Good luck.